up, guys? This is Dodger, and you are watching my response to the Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo talks that were at E3. Some of you might remember I attempted to make this video a while back, and I even uploaded it, and it cut off like halfway through the video, like before I had even started talking about Nintendo. So, yeah, I just took it down, decided I would make it later and just include all three into it, and it would be fancy and wonderful. So there are plenty of other videos of people talking about their opinions on this stuff in like really expanded long terms, so this is going to be super brief. It's just going to be like my general feelings on each one, and since they always insist that you have to choose a winner, I will say which one I thought was best and which one furthered the gaming community and the whole gaming technology process and all of that the most. So Microsoft wound up focusing so much on Kinect that it kind of alienated people who didn't have a Kinect or didn't really care. They focused a lot on it. I am super excited about Dance Central 2 because they added a whole bunch of features that I felt were missing from the first Dance Central. But yes, so people who didn't have a Kinect were just kind of left out in the cold. And then the other thing that they focused on a lot was sequels. There was nothing really new there, I don't think. So, unfortunately, it wound up not really feeling like they gave us a whole lot. Like, at the end, you were kind of going, was that it? Like, is that everything? Which is unfortunate. I think that people who really love Microsoft and really love the Kinect were probably super happy with it. Seeing as I have neither, and don't really use the Xbox all that much, it didn't really seem like it gave me anything new, any more of a reason to get one, which I think if you were going to focus so much on Kinect, you would want to add on a whole bunch of stuff and be like, look, if you don't have one yet, why not? Here's some more things. But it just wound up feeling like I was a year back. Like, it didn't feel like there was anything new. Now, Sony did exactly what they needed to do, which is got everybody liquored up before they came in. Everybody went inside, and then they apologized. They didn't, like, dwell on it for too long, but they took the time to say, we're sorry about all of this, but we are going steady, and we're trying to put all of this behind us, which is exactly what everybody wanted to hear. They debuted the Vita, which, you know, we shouldn't really be surprised. A lot of the times, you know, when Nintendo does something that seems, like, slightly crazy, then Sony winds up going, I can make something like this, but better. And from what I've heard, talking to other people, the Vita will have Vita, I'm not sure, will have better graphics, and it will, you know, be backed up by better quality stuff, which is great. But, you know, none of us were super surprised to hear that they were going to come out with something like this. And then they talked about their TV, their PlayStation TV, where two different people can be seeing two different things on the same screen, which sounds interesting, but at the same time I don't think that it's super marketable. I think it's one of those things that people are going to go to the store and be like, oh, that's that thing, and then they'll go, ooh, but nobody will necessarily buy it? I don't think. So let me know what your feelings are on that. As for Nintendo, Nintendo focused a lot on Zelda, because it's 25th anniversary, so they're like, Zelda, 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 and to be fair, a lot of people that were there were super jacked about Zelda, and with Skyward Sword and everything else happening, you know, there was a lot of reception to that, so they played into that quite a bit. And then they talked about Wii U, which is just a constant source of confusion for so many people ever since. But you should know, it's actually really light, it's actually really easy to hold, and I have small hands. And it's interesting. Like, the way that I keep trying to think of it is that they're giving you half of a DS. Like, their technology at Nintendo always goes very linear. So if you look at the technology before it and just kind of move this way, typically you can kind of make sense of it. It's like, to me, it's like they're saying, well, you have a TV, so that's like the top half of the DS, and then you plug this part in, this controller in, and it becomes the second half of the DS. It's like a touch tablet that's a controller. Which kind of reminds me of the Jaguar. But, yeah, so at the same time you can, like, port whatever's going on here onto your TV and just all sorts of other random stuff. It sounds like, at first I was like, but that's how everybody felt about the Wii. And the more that I talk about it with people, the more that I think that this could go somewhere. And if anything, Nintendo is known for doing just totally off-the-wall things and having it work out. So, we'll see, I guess. If I were to put them in order by first, second, and third place, all fancy like that, I would say Nintendo came in first because they took the biggest leap. Sony came in second, because they told us exactly what we needed to hear, which is that they're okay, and they also took the time to debut some new software, which was really nice. Microsoft, I think, came in third because they didn't really give us a whole lot, and they focused on a very specific percentage of their fan base, and I even know people who are really big Xbox people that were really disappointed in the Microsoft talk, unfortunately. So that's the order that I would put them in. If you agree or disagree, feel free to leave it in the comments, because they're fun, and conversation is good. Let this be a discussion. Feel free to discuss with each other. Don't fight. Try not to fight. And yes, so that's this video. I said I would keep it brief. There it is. And hopefully you enjoyed. And I will talk to you guys again later. Alright, bye-bye!